Hello everybody, so I'm back to continue telling Enoch's story. We are back at the bone marrow transplant hospital, and I'm told at that time that Enoch could get a liver transplant and not have to worry about graft versus host disease from the liver transplant if I'm the donor, because I was the donor for the transplant, for the bone marrow transplant, the previous bone marrow transplant. So I'm like, okay. So we start trying to get things in order and prepared. But even then, we have two places we can go, and they're both up north. But he has to get accepted. Not only does he have to get accepted, but the GVHD has to be under control. He has to be in a good enough condition in order to survive the transplant. So we start talking to the hospitals where he would receive the liver transplant, and talking to the liver specialty doctors, weighing the pros and the cons, and we're kind of going back and forth, me and his dad and Enoch. Is it a good idea? Is it not a good idea? And at one point, Enoch is just like, just let it be. And then at one point he's saying, okay, let's do it. So when he gave me the go ahead to let's do it, I start filling the paperwork out for us to go to one of the hospitals up north. It was two different locations we could go to, but we would have to relocate for an entire year. And it was going to be really quick. I mean, they were talking about having us out of there within the week. So it was a lot of jumping through hoops. Thank you to everybody for every part that you played. I ended up running into a lot of resistance from our realtor company that we had at the time, though. We received I got letters from the social workers, from the doctors, gave it to the realty company, and because in order to go, we would have had to break our lease. So trying to get out of the lease without having to pay all the fees that's involved in order for me to go and get a residence somewhere else, they made it very difficult. I was told that if it's not domestic violence or military orders, that I would have to pay all fees. And I understand what I signed, and I understand that what clauses say or what contracts say. But at some point, I would think that you would look at the situations. Okay, this is a life or death situation. This baby has to go and get this liver transplant or he's gonna die. The family has to relocate, get a place to stay for a whole year. But their focus, you're making their focus be about all these fees that they'll have to incur where they are. Plus, that's going to affect where they're going. And I just wanted to bring light to that. And if it can be changed, please, someone reach out to me, because that needs to be changed. A family in distress should not have to worry about something as minute as that on top of everything else they're going through. And that particular company was Progress Residential. They would not let us out of our lease in order to relocate for our child to receive the liver transplant that could possibly save his life. So if someone's listening that can help with that situation, please contact me. And I'm going to continue telling the story in the next video. Thank you.